YesterTec's UL-listed technology that allows ovens, cooktops, microwaves, warming drawers, and any dishwasher to be safely concealed when they're not in use is an industry first. Today we're going to talk about how we've integrated this technology into our range workstations that hide the ovens and the cooktops. It has always been quite difficult to actually hide the hot appliances in any kitchen. And for that matter, in many cases, why would you want to do that? I mean, here's an example of a $10,000 to $20,000 stove, beautiful thing. Why would you want to hide that? But in other cases, it's quite desirable. And that's what we're going to talk about today. For example, in an open plan living situation such as this, wouldn't it be nice to not be able to see the ovens and exposed appliances all the time when you're not using them? For rooms like this, we thought that hiding the appliances would be a great idea. And that's one of the reasons we came up with the idea of furnishing a room that has a kitchen in it rather than just having built-in cabinets that look like, sort of like a laboratory. About the time we came up with the idea of hiding the hot appliances, the standard was that dishwasher front panels and panels on some refrigerators could have wood panels on them, and that's about as far as the idea went at the time. And even to this day, appliance hiding isn't the norm. Normally you'll see a room full of stainless steel appliances and perhaps white appliances, maybe black appliances. Some of the latest ones are called slate. And the idea of having traditional cabinetry and these high-tech appliances mixed in with them is somewhat hypocritical. At least that's what we think. For example, here's a super high-end kitchen filled with beautiful cabinetry by Habersham. But don't you think it would be nicer if those ovens could just blend into that cabinetry? In open plan multifunctional spaces like this loft space, do you really want to just look at this laboratory-like kitchen all the time from the living area? Back in the day, before our technological inventions took over, kitchens really were keeping rooms. They were social rooms, they were meant for cooking, and the appliances and workstations were all divided into separate areas. For larger households that had servants and cooking staff, it really wasn't a social space for the residents of the house. But here you can still see that the kitchen workstations were separated. It really wasn't a whole line of cabinetry. That came later. In developing our workstation concept, we chose to follow the unfitted furniture concept that was being promoted in the 1980s by a English architect named Johnny Gray. This isn't one of his kitchens, but it's an early example of what Wood Mode did using unfitted furniture. We thought we could do a better job, though, if the ovens could have the ability to be hidden away inside beautiful pieces of furniture. So here's how this technology works. The hot appliances, specifically built-in ovens, cooktops, microwave ovens, and any dishwasher, are concealed by flipper doors when they're not in use. When the flipper doors are closed in front of the appliance, heating power is not supplied to the appliance. By opening the doors and sliding them into pockets alongside the appliance, power is activated when the door mechanism throws a low voltage switch that is connected to our controls. The testing indicated that this device satisfied the safety requirements for all of the above appliances except for self-cleaning thermal electric ovens. So for these high temperature ovens, we developed a locking device that locks the flipper doors in the open position until 30 minutes after the appliance is last called for power. This allows the oven's cooling fans sufficient time to cool the appliance after the heating elements have been turned off. 30-minute delay also allows ovens that don't utilize cooling fans, typically non-self-cleaning ovens, to cool naturally to a safe temperature prior to closing the doors. The following are examples of some of the range workstations that we've built over the years. We hope you'll see the advantage of what hiding the appliances can really do for the look of the workstation, the integrity and beauty of the piece. Though we cannot hide gas cooktops at all inside any of our workstations, we can work with them. And here's an example of how we can put a gas cooktop in a range unit and above it put a telescoping exhaust fan where the exhaust fan is actually hidden away as well. Here's an example of a range that doesn't have the flanking storage capabilities of our full 6-foot wide units. But it does have a gas cooktop, and again, it will have the telescoping exhaust fan that's hidden away behind the upper doors. Here's another way of handling a gas cooktop. Below is an electric oven hidden behind the doors, and above the gas cooktop, in a safe range, which is about 30 inches above, is an exhaust hood with a fan and a remote fan that takes the cooking odors and heat away. And of course, there's other ways to integrate freestanding electric or gas ranges into a furniture look. Here you'll see a couple of beautiful pieces of furniture flanking a totally exposed range. And with the other workstations in the room, the whole room becomes in an ensemble of beautiful pieces of furniture. When we need to hide an oven and an electric cooktop, we go to the armoire style as shown here. And inside is a wall oven down below, and a cooktop above on a countertop, and even above that is the over-the-range oven, microwave, exhaust hood that really creates a real working, cooking workstation. So as you can see, hiding the ovens and the hot appliances inside beautiful pieces of furniture is really an option that is quite new, based on history, and very appropriate for kitchens of today. We hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and note that there's so many other styling options that you have to give you the variety and the appropriateness for any project that you may be working on. So do contact us when you can, and thank you again for listening, and you take care now.